let's talk about serif fonts. Serif fonts are traditional and professional. These are fonts that come in all these different curly text. I should have a slide that shows you what serif font looks like and what sans-serif font looks like. And I'm going to go ahead to let me see if I can get that in the background while you're talking. So visually, okay, I can do that definitely. So we have serif fonts and we have sans-serif fonts. Let me do that visually now. I'll go ahead to escape here. I'll go ahead to my Chrome. I'll go to my browser, and I'll go to on one of the places we find fonts on design here. I'll go to Google Fonts. Go to Google first. Now I'll go to what Google Fonts. This is one of the platform for fonts and the likes. Place that there. I'll go to the next one. I think I'll go to 1001 fonts. 1001 fonts. This is also one of the places you can find some nice fonts. So let's start here. Look at when you talk about type, I'll close this guy up. So depending on the kind of font that you're looking for, fonts is what am I trying to say? What was I talking about? I'm talking about serif fonts, guys. So let's talk about a serif font. This is, let me show you an example of the serif font. This is a serif font here. And I'll go ahead to, can you see this font here? What we call serif fonts are fonts that are not plain. They have some edges. Look at this edge here. These extra edges on the W, the extra edges on the H, extra edges on the E. These are what serif font. I think I should go more visual for you. Let me go more visual. I'll be going into my Illustrator design today. I'll go ahead to create another artboard here on the side. And then I'll go ahead to minimize a little bit. Select this guy. I think I'm sharing my entire screen. Confirm you can see my screen, guys. I think I'm sharing my entire screen, so you should be able to see as I'm moving around still. Okay. Please confirm. Somebody should confirm in the chat.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you, ma. So I'll go ahead to this one too. I'll look for a serif font here. I need something serif. This guy here. So look at the two fonts here. One of them is serif font. The other one is what? Sans-serif font. So this one is sans-serif font. So this serif is a Latin word. It means what? Edges, right? So without curves, right? Sans-serif, sans means without, right? This means without curves, and this is what? With curves. So this is what? Serif. This one is what? Sans-serif, right? Let me remove the sans right here. Delete, 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 delete. So this is serif and this is sans-serif. I'll go ahead to Shift F so I can see the two. Now, what I'm trying to show you here is that looking at these two fonts here, what am I saying in essence? I'll go ahead to color. I'll go ahead to text and I'll go to shape. What I'm trying to do here is color red. Let me point out some things to you guys. So this is it here. Go ahead and I'll go ahead to make my color here. These edges that you're seeing here, I'll make it an outline. So increase a little bit. Go back here. All these edges you are seeing here on this W, this one here, this other one here, this one right here, all these edges are what? Serif fonts. You can't find them on this other one because it does not have that. These are sans-serif fonts. Sans-serif fonts are without edges because they look modern. They look modern. They look like a very nice style. They look very what I think that English, the word modern might be kind of vague. What I mean by modern is, modern means like they look in vogue in the system. They look like in vogue in the system, like they are new, like they are there, they are, it is like, it is, what is that English again, guys? I struggle with a lot of vocabulary, guys. What I'm saying is, are you getting what I'm saying? My vocabularies are limited, guys. You have to manage here. I'm trying my best here, guys. So
they are basic, sir.
They are basic, right? They are basic. They are distilled. There are no distractions when it comes to sans-serif fonts. They are distilled to the basics, right? They don't have edges, they don't have flourishing, they don't have styling. And then we have the third one, which is known as what? We have a third one, which is known as what? Script. Script fonts, script, IPT. Script fonts are fonts that are what? Styled in a particular way. Let me show you what that looks like. So I'll go ahead to use a particular font called, let me use Barlem. Something like this. This one is not even looking fine. I'll use B again. BA. Something like this. Something like this. These are script fonts. Can you see that style? That looks like these are script fonts. I can write welcome. These are script fonts. They are styled. Right? I'll call it scripts. Go back here and call it what? Scripts. Script fonts. Right? So these are different type of fonts. There are a lot of them. So, but sans-serif fonts, they are without distraction. They have a modern feel to them. That is what this guy is telling you here. That sans-serif fonts, they are serif fonts are traditional. They are professional. They look like they have what's this thing? What is this English? They have a royalty to them. Serif font has a level of royalty to them. Let me show you what royalty looks like. So I'll go ahead to write the same welcome in a serif font. Maybe I'll go ahead to pan again. Let me pan to the side, create another artboard on the side, and I'll write this word welcome in both sans serif font, serif font, and the likes. Like I said, you guys, I don't want to design today. So I'll delete that, bring welcome here. This is welcome for script. This is welcome for script. So I'll go ahead to do the same thing. Let's do script here. Let's do for what's it called? Let's do for serif font here. I'll do that. That's for serif font. Let's do same welcome for sans serif font. Sans serif font, I think I'm going to use something for that. Let me use Acumen for that. I'll use Acumen Pro for that. So these are the three fonts. Go ahead, look at them here. Can you see the welcome? It has royalty. I don't know. Maybe you guys are new. Don't really know what royalty feels like. There's a style. There's a feel. There's a style. There's a feel. There's like a kind of vibe, like a premium pride that comes with serif font. They have a style. They have some edges, right? Like, when you're on the edge, when you're kind of, doing spray, that is sans serif font for you. Even more than serif fonts, that is the script font. Script fonts are, in fact, they are fancy. They are fancy. They are styling. They are too fancy. Right? They are nice. They are good looking. They are scribbles that looks very nice, right? They are signatory fonts. And then the last one that I have there is something called sans-serif. Sans-serif font is plain, direct. It is easy. It's calm. It's simple. Right? Distilled to the barest minimum, and they are always very modern. Modern in the sense that they don't have any attachment. They are always in vogue. You can use them for now. You can just enjoy them. Just looking at the font, even if you look at this too, the one that gives you peace of mind is this guy here. I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying, the one that gives you peace of mind out of everything here is this guy here. Plain and simple. Welcome. Right? No distraction, nothing fancy, nothing distracting. That is the sans-serif font, and you can see the script font. So I don't want to dwell too much on that. So that is what it has, a modern feel, and they are what? Clean. One of them is what? Helvetica. One of them is Montserrat. All these names that you are seeing here, they are font names. When you start dipping your foot into how this thing looks like, you will get to know them. So when I say Times New Roman and Garamond, let me show you what Times New Roman and Garamond looks like. So I'll go ahead to use, I think I'll scale this thing down, but I really want you guys to see it. So I'll go ahead and take these guys off the list. And then I'll go ahead to say, because I'm talking about sans serif fonts, I'll make this welcome in 2. one is what Times New Roman. Let me use Times New. I see Times New Roman here. I'll go ahead to use maybe this for Times New Roman, and I'll go ahead to use this one for what? Is it Garamond? Garamond. So how do you get fonts? Don't worry, if you change your behavior in this our class, maybe I'm going to show you how. I'll show you some things. Just change your behavior a little bit. So this is what Garamond looks like. Don't think because they are both sans-serif font they are the same. Look at this C here. Look at this C here. Just looking at this C here. Every font varies from one font to another. So don't think because they are the same, they have to carry the same kind of vibe, the same kind of feeling. Font varies, and just from different subtleties, you will notice some fonts have some edges over the other one too. Look at this one. Look at the E for this one, and look at there are some varying subtleties here. Look at the edges of this E. Look at the L for this one, right? They vary. There are some different discrepancies. There are some nuances that you can't trade. When you need one, you don't go for the other one. If I design, definitely I use Times New Roman, definitely I use this one, but there are some kind of design I want to create that definitely I won't even go to this guy. For example, these flat edges of this one makes this better. If I want to do a logo that has maybe I'm combining a letter like W and let's say M or something, I can these flat edges is working for me for this one. Meanwhile, the rounded edges, can you see some bent curves here? For this one, is not really making it nice for me. Because I want clean and nice, maybe I'll go for this one. For example, if I'm doing M and L for a particular logo, I might decide to combine them different ways, depending on the brand name, right? Depending on what I'm trying to achieve as well. I can blend it in a way that, everything just start making sense, right? So this is what? Serif fonts. Let's go to sans-serif font. On sans-serif font, I'll just use two of them, Avertica and what? Montserrat. Avertica and what? Montserrat. Let's go back to our design software. WL, maybe I'll take you up. WL, I'm taking. I wish together, guys. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Sir. So I'll combine these two now. Now I'm going to what? Avertica and what? I don't know what that other guy is. Avertica and Montserrat. Now I call them. These are what? Sans-serif fonts. So let's use the first one. Because again, I'm telling you, when I say serif font, don't say serif font is one. So let's go to Avertica. Avertica. This is Avertica here, plain and simple. And I'll go to what the other one is. What was it?
Montserrat.
Oh, somebody is there. Oh, thank you, This is Montserrat here. I'll go to Montserrat regular, and then you can see that though they are both what sans-serif fonts, you can see the vibe. Little discrepancies there, right? The one that I was using before was Acumen Pro. Acumen Pro, there's one, I have problem with that font. I just keep using it. I just like how simple, plain, and calm it is. Acumen Pro. I just like that font, man. This Acumen Pro here. This is it. So, depending on the kind of vibe you want to go for, they are all serif fonts, guys. They are all sans-serif fonts. And depending on what you are trying to do, you use them. They vary in the kind of style that you use them on, the kind of vibe that you use them on, depending on whatever you are trying to do as well. You get to use them in different ways. So these are fonts, right? I'll go ahead to remove, I think I'll remove Acumen from there, and I'll leave this remaining two. And the last but not the least on that list there is something known as what? Script fonts. Another script font, we have what? Pacifico, and then we have what? Brush scripts. Let's see what they look like. All these things that you are seeing here, they are names of fonts. That's what I'm showing you. Now, I'll also show you where, because I don't like people just giving people fish. I like to show them where to catch the fish from. So I'll show you where you can get your fonts, and I'll also send it on the group so that everybody else can have access to them. So Ctrl Z, sorry, I'm not supposed to delete. I'm supposed to remove these reds that I have here. I'm supposed to remove them. Ctrl Z, the red itself, not the color. Red, go off. Red, go off. Red, go off, and red, go off. So I'm looking for what? The same welcome. We are not changing the text. The same welcome. Now we are using what? Pacifico. Pacifico. I hope I still have it because it's not looking so nice. This is Pacifico here. It's a script font. And then I go ahead to, what's the other guy on the list? And then I have what? Brush script. Let's go to brush. I think I have that one too. Brush Speed. This is the guy here. It's not really nice. There are other better ones. For example, look at this one here. I will not use any of these two actually for anything, but let me just put brush script here. But you can see them. Depending on what you are trying to do, you get to use any of them. Look at the vibe. For example, I'll definitely go for Pacifico instead of brush script. Not making sense for me anyways. So I'll go back to the last one on the display font. The display font, I have Impact, I have Bibas New. Display font are usually very bold. Can you see them? Bold and what? Unique. These are what? Elegant and what? Decorative. That's the script font. And then let's go to what? Bold and unique. Impact and what? Bibas New. Let's see what it looks like. Impact. I think I have Impact. Impact is old, man. And then Bibas New looks like Impact, but slimmer. Bibas. Can you see that? The same block font, and then you can apply different steps. Can you see that? This I will use anywhere. Look at our presentation slide here. It's Bibas New. I don't know if you guys noticed. This is Bibas New here. Unlimited, your only limit is you. This is Bibas New in action. Later you are seeing it, you should know, right? As a designer, this is also Bibas New right here, but this has been what adjusted in a little bit. You have applied some effect to it, but it's also Bibas New. And again, some fonts, they are similar fonts. For example, I also have bold, and under bold, there's one that I used to use a lot. This is also known as what? Avitos. Let me use Avitos here. It's nice also, not bad, you know. Every font has its own usage. Avitos. Here, Habitats. This is here. This is also, you know, nice, chunky, very, you know, nice as well. These are also what? Bold fonts. Right, under Avitos as well. I think I have something like this as well. What's this called? There are different fonts that you can use. If you have all these dramatic kind of fonts, I don't use them actually, but again, because as a designer, over the years, you continue to gather what you don't even need, right? But we have a lot of them, right? They are different fonts. And you can see what I'm trying to say in essence is that these different fonts evoke different feeling. Depending on what you are trying to do. Look at this flyer, for example. There is Meet Me here. You can see how bold it is. And then we have the body copy. The body copy is a small write-up that shows and explains what is being there. That's the vibe of the design. That's the kind of, you can see texture in the background, a little bit of texture like a grainy effect. And then we have some shapes in the background used to distract, just to add like a level of composition to the design. In overall, the design looks like this, you know, there's a kind of organization there. Everything combined, that's how fonts is being used playfully and in a way to what? Achieve the end goal of what? Communicating your art desires. So every now and then as a designer, after talking about type of fonts, there are the ways you combine them. Now let me tell you, before we leave that type of font, let me go to my browser again and tell you that here, this is the font here. If I'm looking for Pacifico, if you type it inside Google Fonts, you will see it. Am I not seeing it? Pacifico. I think you see it. It's general. Can you see it here? Anybody can download this. It's not just meant for me. It is right here. If you go to 1001 fonts, every font website shows it in different ways, but they are all the same. I'll go to Pacifico here too. Pacifico, right? If I start it there, it's going to show the font. Can you see the font? Look at it here. Pacifico. Look at it here. Pacifico. They are the same thing. Nothing is changing. They are the same level of font. So you can download anywhere. These are websites where you can get free fonts. We have something known as Adobe Fonts as well. Adobe Fonts. It's also another platform where you can get fonts. This is more like a even paid font. I think you get more of paid fonts here as well. But there are different platforms where you can get from. Pacifico is also available anywhere. Any font you are looking for, you will see there, right? So choose your own medicine or your own, what's it called? I don't like saying poison. So you choose your own style, your own brand. Kindness is also the same here. Pacifico is everywhere, guys. So you can pick it up. You get to explore different type of fonts that are available depending on the kind of vibe you are trying to create in your design. There are fonts available for you to use every garden place. If I go to the home of this font itself, without even searching for any font, if I scroll down, you see different fonts, and then you can now tell me. Who can tell me what family will these fonts fall into? Is this sans-serif? Is this serif? Is this script? Is it bold? What's it called? What's it called? It's not bold. There's a word for it. Bold fonts, yeah. Display fonts, rather. So this font that we called, what is it? I saw it now. Let me drag slowly. This one, Evantic regular, Evantic, and I like it. Let me download. This is my problem with entering fonts website. I always see something. I always go to market and find something to buy. So Evantic regular. What family does this fall into? Anybody can unmute and say anything.
Scripts fonts.
Script fonts.
Is that your final answer?
Sorry.
Yes.
It's serif font. It's serif font, guys. It's not script. This is serif font because of the what? Yes, you can see the edges here. Look at the C. I'm trying to zoom into my eyes. That's why I've seen it boldly. Let me scroll to it. Okay, I don't even have to even zoom in. I think there's a zoom section here. There's a zoom section on this website that can increase the point size. All right, look at it now. Look at these edges here. This is what script. Script will always give you this edge. That's what I showed you on this guy here. It will always give you these additional edges. That's script for you, right? That's all that is script. Oh, I'm jumping my words. I'm putting my words together. This is what I'm saying here. Serif. Serif will always give you these edges. Serif. Is this script you said? This lady. Was this script you said? It's not script though. The answer is serif. These are serif fonts because of the edges. You can look at the A as well. Look at the A. The A didn't just go down. The A gave you one sharp edge here. That sharp edge is as a result of what? Script. Now, apart from script fonts, we have something else known as, look at this one that is looking nice and sharp here. This is a what? Script font as well. It's bold, but it's still script font. Look at the edge. Look at the edge. Look at the edge.
Sorry, are you saying script or serif?
Oh. God. Serif. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
This font here, Evantic regular is serif. This one I'll put under bold rather. I'll not call this serif. I'll call this bold. Though it has a serif feel, you can see that. That's why I said there are different type of fonts. And when you distill them down to the barest minimum, you later notice that this one has the characteristics of serif. Well, I'm not saying that on S. That's why I'm going to be calling it. That's why I'm going to be calling it display font. Right? That's why I'm going to be calling it display font. The effect is not on S, but you can see it on P. That sharp cutting on O, sharp cutting on R, but on L it's back to normal, right? It's not the same. So it's not serif. It's not serif. This is display font in action. I like this as well. I also download. Now look at this guy here. This one that has curved edges as well. Look at these edges here, blended in a way, looking nice. I don't have this already. I'll download this as well. What I'm saying is, looking at this style. Look at this one funky here. This funky font that I have here. This funky font that I have here. This is a script font. This is a script font, but it's chubby. You can look at that. You can see that it's chubby, looking nice and sharp. We have capital font here. This capital is also a display font, sharp and blocky. I always enjoy all this kind of blocky fonts. Let me download it again. I like that. So now if you want to be sure, go to script by category as well on your browser. Any font website you are going to. Let me zoom into it. I think I've zoomed out too much. So let me zoom into it. Now you can see script. When you select script here, it only filters. Everything you'll be seeing now is only what? Script font. Let me zoom out a little. I think I'm doing too much. I'll zoom out a little bit. I think I've done too much again. I'll zoom in a little bit. So this is script in action. Can you see how all these are script fonts? Can you see those edges? You cannot miss them. This is looking too nice. Let me save it. I'm sorry. So I like this Eagle Arizona as well. I'll download that. That's my problem with being online now. So you can see that I like this Symphony calligraphy as well. Look at this nice looking font. Come on, damn. I'll download this as well. So this is what, in fact, I'm seeing a lot of good stuff, but these are what? Script fonts. These are script fonts. You can see that because of their edges, because of their line, that line that is connecting one text to another text, that's how you recognize script fonts. They are always what? Interlocked. Look at the grade. Line are connecting from one text to at least you see one or two texts or from a script font that are what connected in that kind of scribble way. Look at E to S, right? Look at G to U. Those are that connecting line. That is one way to what quickly catch a script font. They will connect. They will connect. At least one of the two commands will connect, right? Look at this. Look at this one. They are not connecting, but if I go ahead to this Rockabye, This talk about if I go ahead to reduce the kerning of the text, they connect. They still connect regardless. You can see that they are kind of little, but look at I and L, they still connect. Rockabilly or something, Rockabilly, I and L still connect. That is one thing you can use to catch is what script font. The connectivity from at least 2 texts are going to connect. At least 2. The rest might not connect, but at least 2 fonts are going to connect. 2 single type alphabets. 2 alphabets are going to connect at least, and usually there are even more. That's talking about a script font. Do we get that? Do we get that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll go ahead to cancel script font now, and I'll just do one more again. I'll go to what? Bold. Bold is also known as what? Your display font. Look at Montserrat. Look at Poppins. These are also known as what? Sans-serif font. Bold font. Transcendency. This has a little bit of serif. This is serif actually. This is serif. Has a little bit of serif. This is serif actually. I'm hearing myself. Who is somebody on mute? I'm hearing myself. Who is somebody on mute? No, nobody's on mute. I think it's my laptop. All right, let's go. So this is a little bit of bold fonts are not really classified by sans-serif. You can see that if you are script and you are bold, you are visible. I like this. Let me download it. It's coming back to my page. I think they're sending me a message. Let me download that one as well. Transcendency. Go back a little bit. I don't want to go inside any font. From outside there, just grab it. All right. So every other font I think I have. I think I'll get this one too. So that's that about that. Doesn't let me go too much into this. And you can see display font as well. They also you can see under display font. You see have this because they are bold text, guys. Oh my God! See, Godens. Look at Newcast. Look at awesome regular. Damn. All right, guys. Don't let me talk too much. So I am giving you this link. I'll be sending you a flyer after this class. It has different websites that you can get your font from. But now there's something called font pairing. That was what I was about to get into on the next slide. Font pairing and hierarchy is how do you use font together? How do you know that, okay, this font goes with this one, right?